Morgan. I'm a kindergarten teacher in Cleveland, Ohio. Sorry about the lighting. I'm just in my kitchen and it's dark outside, so I'm just taping from my computer. But I'm going to upload some things that I am doing for a professional development class on digital design. So I'm just looking at my notes to see what I did. So I did a screen video of how to save clip art, and like organize it and just my tips, and then saving fonts that you buy from TpT, and also fonts that you can download from the internet. Just some tips of using PowerPoint and how to create a worksheet, how to create task cards, and how to create a classroom poster. I am no expert on this at all. I just want to share some of my tips with you and my coworkers. So the video is just going to be all about that. Alright guys, so I figured out that it wasn't taping. Well, it was taping, but when I would go to bring up like the font facts or where I was saving images, those PC type functions weren't working. So I just used like in the Xbox Gamer screen recorder. So I think that might be why, but I will try to tape that on a different day. It doesn't take me long, but I want to get this up here for my coworkers to use, and if you were watching and following along, it wouldn't be that hard to understand what I was saying. I will try to upload though with it actually on the screen. So thanks for watching. If you want to subscribe down below, that's awesome. Thanks, bye. Alright, so I'm going to just show you how when I buy clip art from TpT, first you have to buy it, and then they will show up in your purchases, which is right here. And I'm already in that, so I'm going to press download. And then open. And it will take a little bit of time to load depending on how big the file is. When this pops up, you have to press extract all. Now here is where my tip comes in. So when you click on that, you want to press browser, and you want to put it in a folder that is easy for you to find often. So I have my Google Drive, and I call one of my folders Borders and Designs. I got that from somewhere else, and then I just always do that folder. And then you just press select folder, and it will make its own folder in here. So you don't have to click on any one of these. You just press select folder, and it will name it for you. So once you press extract, then it will pop up and it will be in your Google Drive area or wherever you chose to put it. So then I'm going to scroll down just to show you that it is right. I gotta scroll a little bit here. So taco truck, whimsy clips, and then you can rename it by right clicking and pressing rename, and I could just name this taco truck. And then there you have it. You have it organized in here, and they put their stuff in one folder. So it just right here comes in black and white and color. So there is that. Alright, so now I'm going to show you how to download fonts from the internet that are free and to put them on your computer. So I like to use Font Space. I've been using it for a really long time. I just go on it and usually press like popular on the top, and then I scroll down because there's a certain one that I like. It's their KB fonts and KG fonts. I'm not sure the whole name of it, but I'm just gonna scroll through really fast so I can find one. If I can't find one on the next page, I'm just gonna, usually they're under like cute, if you like click cute or school, or like you could search for anything. But anyways, if you find one, I'm trying to find the like cute ones. Oh, here we go, cute. Usually that KG font will be under there, but anyways, it's not. So I'm just gonna pick this. All you have to do is press download, and then open up the folder, extract all, and then you can't throw it right into your font, so just press next and let it open up in downloads. And then make sure you have your fonts up still like I showed you before. And then like this one, there's two, so I'm gonna click and drag both of these, copy, which you could do right click copy or just Control C or whatever your Mac keys are. You go in here and paste, and they will be here. Actually, I don't know why, but so I'm not going to replace it, but they will be on your computer then. Alright, so this is going to be a little intro to PowerPoint. So basically, when I open up PowerPoint and I want to make a worksheet, I hit design or any type of product that I might be printing out. Then I hit slide size, custom slide size, and I just tab down and I change the width to 8 and I change the height to 11, and then I just press enter. I know paper is 8.5 by 11, but I just like to do 8, so when I go to print it out, nothing gets cut off. I just hit enter again, which I think is maximize, and there we have it. Now, when I want to get rid of these boxes, what I do is I just click and I hold down my finger, which you can't see, and I open up this box, and this box highlights everything that I want to get rid of. When it's there, I just press delete and it's gone. So now I have just this blank template to work from. Then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to format background because I want to add a border. So for a worksheet, you might want to add a border. For task cards, you might want to keep it plain. If you are doing a poster type thing to hang in your classroom, you might want to do a solid fill. Either way, we're going to do picture or texture fill. Press file. We are going to open up here to our, well, I go to my borders and designs, but wherever you have your files stored, you can go there. So right now for my digital design class, I'm going to go into borders. I'm going to open it up, and I'm just going to choose one. I'm just going to go with this. If it is hanging off the side, a tip that I have found is if you press Control Z, which is undo, it fits it to the page. If that doesn't work for you or you forget, this is how you offset the sides, and by moving it, it can go smaller or it can go bigger. It doesn't matter. So that is how you add a background. The next thing that I'm going to show you is how to add text boxes to your worksheet. So for example, on this one, I want to put the title right here. So I'm going to click Insert Text Box, and I'm going to click it where I want it. And then what I'm going to do is I want to change the font. So I'm going to go down to one that I have, and I'm going to call this Summer Math Worksheet. Now, instead of clicking and highlighting or anything like that, which you could do, which looks like that, you could just click on the box and then go up to where the size is, and then just keep pressing until you get it the way you want. So there is our title. Now we just click and we drag it over. When you see that line, that means it is centered. Now I want to add a name onto here, so I'm going to do text box, and I'm going to put name. I'm just going to keep this font for now, just because make it a little bit bigger. I want it closer, so I drag it up. Again, a lot of the alignments will show with the lines. Now I need a line, so instead of going like this a million times, I'm going to insert a shape. So insert, shape, and I'm going to choose line. Now, something I learned over time, because this takes time to learn all the tips and tricks and all that stuff. So, something that I learned over time, and I'm trying to move this little thing. Okay, so I like it black, and then I want it to come up a little bit more. Now, sometimes when I used to put lines out, they'd be like crooked, not that crooked, but kind of crooked, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so annoying. So if you look up here to the sizing, you can make it exactly 0 for the height, and then the width you can always change too if you just want to go a little bit in and you don't want to drag it. So there is how we add name and a line. The next thing that I want to do is I want to put a box like for each problem. So I'm going to insert, and I'm going to go shape, and I want a rectangle, so I'm going to put it like this, but I don't want it blue and filled, so I'm going to go in here, and it prompts you to format it already, and I'm going to click that one, and I know it looks white and the background looks transparent, but it's fine because it will print out white, but you could change this shape fill to no fill if you really want. Now, I don't like that box because it's super skinny and just doesn't look fitting with my worksheet. So I'm going to go to Shape, Outline, Weight, and I want to make it really, really thick. And then I'm using my arrow keys to just drag it over. And while we're here, I'm just going to change this font just so we get some cute things going on here. And I like this Don't Feed a Guy a Spongy Bobby. I'm not really sure what that means, but I'm just going to use it. Okay, so here's our box, and what I want to do is I just want to put a math problem in there for my students to solve. So I already have this text box that I'm going to use, so I'm just going to click on it and press Control Copy. Now, if you wanted to add a text box, that's great, but I suggest clicking off to the side. Watch what happens if you click in the box. It drags you right into the middle. Some people don't want to be right in the middle, and some people don't know how to format it to go back, which is fine. So we're going to press text box. We're going to click off to the side and make our own text box. And I'm just going to use that. I'm going to actually use a font that it looks more like handwriting. I have all these KG fonts, which is what I was trying to show you in that other video. I'm going to do one, and then I'm just going to do something simple. Sharon had 5 lemons. Sherry took 2 lemons from Sharon. How many lemons does Sharon have left? Okay, now when I want to move this over, well, it doesn't fit, and I want it way bigger. So I'm going to make it bigger first. And then I'm going to click on here, and I'll just press Enter to make it go down the line. Now see how that 2 popped up? You just press Backspace, and it goes away. I also need to change this to a question mark. I'm going to give my student more space to work there. I'm actually going to change this to tacos because I use taco clip art. And here's what I'm going to do for my students. I'm going to press Insert, Pictures. I'm going to go into that folder we were using, digital design, get my clip art out. I'm going to use the lined version because I'm going to print it out like a worksheet so my kids can color it. Now, how I'm making it bigger and smaller, I just click off the side and I drag it bigger or smaller. I'm going to make these small so my kids can use these to, like, as a reference to the story problem. Now, all I did was I clicked on this one and I pressed Control C, and then I did Control V to paste it. And as you can see, the alignments, there we go. Then I'm going to select all, I'm going to hold down Control, click, click, press copy, press paste. There we have it. Now I have 4 tacos. I only need 1 more. And I'm just gonna click on one, copy, paste, set it in there, and there we have it. Now we have 5. If I want to move them all over, I click, drag up. I try not to get anything else in there, and I'm just kind of scooching them over a little bit, and there we go. Now, if I want to add a line down here to put, for like the students put the answer, then I might just take this other line that I have, because there's no point in inserting a new shape. I'm trying to grab it here. Okay, then copy paste. I drag it down here. I make it much smaller. I want it thicker so the kids can see it. So shape outline, weight, and I just made it a little bit thicker. I want this to say tacos right here, so I might copy and paste this text box, because if you start over in a new text box, it will make you start over with the font. So if you don't want to do that, then just copy stuff you already have out there. I want this stuff to be moved over, so I'm going to click it, and I'm going to drag it, and there we have it. I now have this prompt. Okay, so now you might be thinking, well, I don't want to do all that again. It's fine. Click, drag, it puts all that together. Control C or copy, however you want to do that. Paste. There we have it. All you have to do is click, drag it down, and now you have one. I wonder if I can leave room for another one. We'll see. So there I have that. I just changed the number on the prompt to this one. I'm just gonna backspace it, and then I can change the problem to 3 and 1, and then I can just go like this. Click, and I'm holding down Control. Click, click, delete. Oh, oops, I meant to save 3. So I'm going to do this backspace, but usually I just hit Control Z. It comes back. Click, click, delete. I want to select all these. Oops, I selected too much stuff. Go back. And I'm going to move these over, and here we go. So that is how you can make a worksheet. Obviously, you can do it however you would like. It does take time to learn how to do these things fast, but once you start practicing these basic skills, everything will come to you quickly. Alright, now we are going to learn how to make some task cards. So what I'm going to do first is open up my PowerPoint. I'm going to select this stuff, get rid of it by pressing delete. I want to change my slide size, so design, slide size, custom slide size. I want it to be wide, so I'm going to do 11 by 8. Press OK, maximize, and there we have it. Now what I like to do to make it easier to cut these out is I'm going to go to insert, and I'm going to do table, and let's see here, I'm going to do 4 by 4. So then I'm going to put it up in the corner, and I'm dragging so it's bigger. Actually, I don't like it like that, so I'm going to click in here, drag up, press backspace to get rid of them, and then I can make it wider. There we go. Now you might be thinking, ew, why are they different colors? All you have to do is click this down arrow and open it like that. Alright, so pretty boring so far. It's fine. Let's start with making this thicker. So first, I'm going to click onto the chart or graph or whatever you want to call it. I'm going to click on borders and click all borders. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to, instead of 1 point, I'm going to make it 3 point. Oh, sometimes you have to go back over here and click borders. Okay, that's still not thick enough for me, so I want it at 6. Again, click on borders. If you click on here, it might have selected no borders, so you have to make sure you click on all borders. I don't know what just happened, so I'm just going to press edit undo, and there we go. So right now, here are my task cards so far. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to make sure that they all have a piece of clip art on them. So I'm going to go in and I want them all to have llamas on them because I'm going to do a llama theme, and I'm going to click on this cute little llama and I'm going to put him in here. And now what I want to do is I want every single square to look the same. So you could do this a few different ways. You could put a llama in every single one, and then you could add to it, or you could just make one box like this, and then you'll select and copy. So that's what I'm going to do. So first I'm going to add this llama. Now I want every card to have a number in the corner, so that way when my kids go to answer on their template, like their worksheet, then they know which card that they're doing. So I'm going to press insert. I am going to press, it depends. If you want it to have like a cute little shape, you could go circle and then put it in the corner. I like to make it black, and then if you start typing in it, it will just show up, and then I don't want this font, so I'm going to select it and change it to that. So there we go. So there's number 1. I'm going to move my llama over a little bit. And the first question, I'm just going to do, I'm going to stick all to math here. So I'm going to press text box, and I'm going to just put a two-digit subtraction problem. So I'm going to do 26 minus 14. So then I'm going to click on this. I want to change it to that KG font. That. If you wanted to do it up and down, you could, like the 26 on the top and the 14 on the bottom, which I can show you that really quick. So all I would do is I would go like this, and then I might space it out. It depends on the font you're using, and then I'd copy and paste again, and I'd make a minus sign right there, and then you'd have to like add a line and all that, and then you can select this all and press Ctrl G, and it becomes a group, and then you put it on there. But for now, I'm just going to keep the llama like this. So now I'm going to click and drag and press copy and paste, and then I'm going to drag it over, and then I'm going to do it one more time. There we go. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to click, select all, copy, paste, and drag it down. Now I need to go back in, and I'm going to change the numbers, obviously, and all that fun stuff. So that's what I would need to do. Then let's just say your little people are done, your llamas are done. So I'm not going to change them, so you don't have to watch. If I want another page, so say I want 12 task cards or however many task cards I want, all I have to do is press new slide, duplicate selected slides, and there you go. they're all right there. So now you can change these to like 7, 8, 9, 10. And then if you want to make an answer sheet, I do new slide, blank. And then what I like to do is instead of using like an entire sheet, sometimes I like to use a half sheet. So I'll do like one box here. I think that'll fit. And I'm going to press the arrow. I'm going to change it to this. I'm going to press shape outline and weight and make it thicker like I showed in my other video. And then I'm going to insert text box. Remember, if you are clicking inside of the shape, it will format it how it wants. I'm going to put llama subtraction task cards as the title. I'm going to copy and paste that and change this to name. I'm going to add a line, so insert shape line to go by name. I'm going to put black. There's that. I'm going to bring it up a little bit. Make it a little thicker. Outline, weight, thickness. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to insert text box, and I'm going to put the directions. Actually, I'm sorry. I'm going to just copy this. The directions are going to be complete the task card and write the answer on the line. Circle regroup if you regrouped. So I taught second grade for a little bit, and I remember we did that a lot. So I'm going to make this smaller, and I am going to press enter. And what I'm going to do now is take this and this. I'm going to copy these. I'm going to drag them down. So I have a line, and I'm going to put one. Sorry. And I'm going to make the line, I'm going to make it smaller. I'm going to change this to R, so that way I have more space. I'm going to copy this. R. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to select all, copy this, paste, 3, 6, and you can see the alignment kind of comes up 9. Oops. So sometimes that happens, and then you just have to press undo and paste them again. Let's see. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I need 3 more, so I'm going to put them over here. And then what I will do to make it so that way it like looks cute. Normally I'd have these up in black and white too. So like I might put like a different llama on, like the kids can color it or whatever. And you can just like add some clip art to make it look cute and appealing to the kids. And a lot of times if you do clip art that they like, then they are excited to color it afterwards. Like I know sometimes we'll have classes that the boys don't like to color per se, but there you have it. And then to make this double, just click and drag it down, copy, paste, and now you have 2, so you aren't wasting paper, and it's nice and easy for them to have that. And there you go. And you could always make that bigger, smaller, however you want, but that's just pretty basic task cards. Now what I'm going to show you that I didn't show you with the worksheet is how you save this. So I'm going to save this as task cards, but here is the problem. if you go to open them up on someone else's computer that doesn't have these fonts, then you are in a little bit of trouble. So I'm gonna File, Save As, go back in the folder I want it, and instead of saving it as a PowerPoint, I'm going to save it as a PDF. I press Save, and then they pop on up here, and then you can print them anywhere or give them to anyone, like your coworkers, and they have them right there. So okay, now I'm going to teach you how to make a classroom poster, and this is where I will show you how to add clip art that you may not want to buy or have. So here we go. I just click and drag, delete these things, and then, sorry, I'm trying to drag this down, and then design, slide size, custom. I go, usually for classroom posters I do 11 by 8, I like it wide. And then format background. I have beach classroom, so I like to do it with weathered wood to keep my background in something else. Alright, here we go. Okay, so honestly, you could do whatever you want. So if you wanted to do this mint color, you just click, and there we go. A lot of times what I'll do is I will insert text box on the top. So you might want to put like nouns or verbs, or I don't know. So I like to get a big chunky font, and I'm gonna put nouns. So I've actually made posters like these. So there's that. Okay, now I'm gonna insert another text box to explain, but I want to add it. I want it to be in a shape, so I'm gonna do the one with curved edges. So then I'm gonna change it to black, and I'm gonna change the font to the one I was already using. So when you click here, you can press that, and then I'm gonna put a noun is a person, place, or thing. So you might want to make this a little bigger, maybe, and then put it up in the corner. And then you can copy and paste this to make like little titles. And I literally have these same signs. And one of my coworkers probably has these too from when I taught second grade. But I'm gonna put person, and then smaller, copy paste. Line it up, place, and copy paste. Thing. Okay, now I have clip art for this, but you may not. So you're gonna press insert, and you're gonna do online pictures. Alright, so a person, I'm just gonna search boy clip art. Okay, so I'm just gonna take this guy. I'm gonna press click, insert. Okay, he already came up with no background, so I guess we'll just leave him. Let's try to find a place that has it. So I'm gonna insert online pictures, and I'm gonna put school clip art. And here's a school. I'm gonna press insert. Okay, actually I'm not going to do this one because it comes up with text, so I'm just going to delete that, start over, school, clip art, I saw this with our school. Okay, perfect. I don't know what this bottom thing is. Oh, I can just delete that. Okay. So this has white on it. Obviously, that is not appealing at all whatsoever to this adorable poster. So I'm going to press format up on top. I'm going to press remove background. So what I'm going to do is I am going to drag this up and drag this down to get the whole picture in there. Now sometimes it depends like what you're doing, and it won't work as well. So okay, there we go. So sometimes you gotta move it around a little bit to get the color to pop back out. If it doesn't work, sometimes you can press mark areas to keep. Now, once you have that, press keep changes, and there you have it. And now look, it fits perfect on here. And let's try it again with a thing. So I'm gonna search school bus, bar, and I don't want that really long one. Here's perfect cute one. I'm all about the cute stuff. Oh, and perfect. So as you can see, I think a lot of times now the background is clear, like it's transparent. So you could easily find clip art that you like to use or to have things practical. So like I hate how this is not center, so I might make that smaller. However you want to do it. So that's how you make a sign, and that is it.